Now this video is part 2 of scientific notation or standard notation, okay? So remember we were talking about really, really big numbers or really small numbers and how scientists and mathematicians have a shortcut way or a better way of writing them, all right? So remember they use these to the power of tens, 1.29 times 10 to the 11. So if I took 1.29 and put it in my calculator and times it by 10 17 times, I'd get the base numeral of that number. It'd be ridiculous to write. So remember, that's why we're using this notation. All right, so when we're converting scientific notation back to a basic numeral, for a positive index, we move the decimal point to the right, okay, that way, okay, because it's making it bigger. For a negative index, we're going to move the decimal point to the left, that way, and it will make the number small. So a positive index makes it bigger, a negative index will make the number small. You have to remember that. Here's our 4 examples from the text, the guided notes. So the first thing I'm going to look at, these are all positive indices, okay? So all of those, like that 6, are positive, so we're going to move the decimal point to the right. There's 6 there, so we're going to go 6 jumps to the right. Sounds like a song, doesn't it? Everyone goes 6 jumps to the right. Anyway, so we do our 6 jumps to the right. What might that look like? So I've got my 6.78. I've put a heap of zeros after this, so when I jump, I can jump over digits. And here we go, 6 jumps to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to move my decimal place there. So I'm going to write it now like this, 6,780,000. The decimal place would be right here. Oh, excuse me. Be really careful. People like to leave 2 decimal places, and that's wrong. The decimal place, once we've moved it, is at the end. All right, next example. 9.7 times 10 to the 3. This time we take 3 jumps to the right. So I'm going to set 9.7 up with a heap of zeros so I can jump. 3 jumps. 1, 2, 3. Move my decimal place there. And it looks like this. And again, the decimal place was here. Now it's here. Which I can put there if I want, but I don't have to. Next one. 7 jumps to the right. Set myself up with all those zeros after 2.11. 7 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Decimal place in there. Looks like that. And the last one, now these are all positive indices, so we're jumping to the right. 4 jumps to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decimal place in there. And that's what it looks like. All right, so remember you can only have 1 decimal place per question. As soon as you have more than 1 decimal place, you don't have a number. I'm not really sure what you have. All right, let's see what happens when we have negative indices. So these guys are all negative. So when we have a negative index, we jump to the left. And because this one says -4, we're going to go 4 jumps to the left. I'm going to set my 6.78 up. So here's my 6.78, but I'm jumping left. So look at all the zeros I put in front. So as when I jump, I get to jump somewhere. 1 jump, 2, 3, 4 jumps. Decimal place goes in there, and it looks like this. So decimal place, decimal place. There's my 3 zeros, 6, 7, 8. There's only 1 decimal place in that answer. No 2 decimal place things. -5, 10 to the -5. 5 jumps to the left. Remember, when we jump left, we make the numbers really small. So I'm set up with all these zeros in front. 5 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Decimal place goes in there. Rewrite it so I don't have 2 decimals. Done. To the -6, I should hear you shouting 6 jumps to the left. All right, set it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Decimal place in. Rewrite it. And last one, 3 jumps to the left. So set it up. 1, 2, 3. Decimal place goes in there. There we go. All right, you've got some questions to do now. Don't be lazy. You can use your mini whiteboards if you want. Draw the questions and do the jumping on there and write the answers in your book if you want. But don't be lazy with these. It's very easy, but if you're lazy and you don't write it down properly, you can make errors. All right. See you later.